Alright. What's going on, everybody? It's Bear, and I'm back with another mixtape review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Dark Lane Demo Tapes, which is the newest mixtape by Drake. See, I don't know what it is. Ever since, maybe if you're reading this, it's too late, Drake has just constantly been putting out disappointing projects. Possibly Scorpion was one of the worst albums I've heard of 2018. Let me just say that it just does not help his case any kind of well. This is supposed to be a warm-up to his newest album, which has yet to be determined. We have no clue what it's supposed to be about. But if this is a warm-up to that album, I am very disappointed in what that album's gonna be. Like, first we start out with the first track, Deep Pockets. It has a lot of Take Care vibes, very lo-fi beat. There's a lot of things on this album that I just cannot enjoy. It's Drake's monotone voice that pretty much brings down most of this album for me. A lot of this is just on this beat. Like, I just can't imagine, I can't imagine how many times I've heard people talk about how Drake is such a great artist, and it doesn't help because I don't really know how people can listen to him. And we move to When to Say When. There's a lot of good wordplay in the verses in this song, but I'm trying to decipher the meaning of it. It goes from talking about his baby mama to his insecurities to trust issues and talking about his money and his fans. The song is all over the place, and the beat is very old school, like a Pac type beat, even though it's a sample of Jay-Z. Maybe it's trying to replicate storytelling type hip-hop, but there's no story being told here. It's just a bunch of random bullshit, and it's just a mess. And then we move to Chicago Freestyle featuring Giveon. Giveon singing is good. I also like the low quality of the vocals as well, but this is one of the worst freestyles I've ever heard. Literally half of this song is just him stealing Eminem's chorus off of Superpan. Considering it's a freestyle, how are you gonna steal classic lyrics and claim that it's a showing of your ability to freestyle? And Drake's flow is also dreadful. It sounds like he can't even think of a line on time, and the only time he sounds like he's on beat is the stolen part. It's just god-awful. And then we move to Not You 2 featuring Chris Brown. Has a very Marvin's Room type vibe to it. Lo-fi beat is solid, pretty synthy. It's the opposite of Marvin's Room, though. It seems like he's wanting to forget about him instead of asking for forgiveness, and the Chris Brown verse is very unnecessary. It doesn't really do anything for the track. A lot of the songs on here, I just can't imagine, being an actual track that I would listen to on an album. Then we move to Tootsie Slide. Of course, Drake has to have some sort of song that creates a dance trend. That I can't stand dance songs because they always blow up and they die quicker than most memes nowadays. And the Tootsie Slide isn't even a good song to begin with either. And then we move to Desires featuring Future. Now, I will stand corrected and say that Life is Good was a great song that they released, and Life is Good gave me good expectations for a Drake and Future collab. And it seems like the song just goes on for way too long. A lot of lyrics, but just nothing to say at all. And possibly one of the most overused lines I've heard. This man really goes, "How you going vegan but still beefing?" I've heard that line so many times from different artists that it's just kind of a meme at this point. And then Future's verse probably saves the song. It's like saving somebody from a fire while they're already burnt to a crisp. Not really a point in saving them, but I guess it will do for now. And we move to Time Flies. You believe in angles more than angels. That was corny as fuck. This song is a heartbreak song. Non-specific, just talking about how his heart is broke and nothing really comes out of it. Then we move to Land It. Bought her a shovel cause she gold digging. Bought my homie a rollie cause he roll with it. These are some lines from this song that I was like, can you fucking stop? This is a harder sound for Drake on this mixtape, but it's nothing special. Then we move to D4L with Young Thug and Future. Solid collaboration in the first half. Young Thug, he has a great chorus. Actually delivers this a lot better. Future's brrr during his verse annoys the fuck out of me. Drake doesn't deliver anything. It's almost like he's featuring on his own song. Drake is on this song for 30 seconds of a 4-minute song, and Future just takes the song for so long. And also another corny line, I bought her a Rari, I eat calamari. Then we move to Pain 1993 featuring Playboi Carti. This beat does not work for Carti's voice. Anything that Drake puts out over a beat, if it's not Money in the Grave or Marvin's Room, does not work at all. Drake and Carti almost have opposite emotions, and it's just fucking juxtaposing. It just throws off the flow of this song so bad to the point where I can't even imagine listening to it. And is it me, or does it feel like Carti's voice just gets more annoying with every song that he does? Like, don't get me wrong, Mileage, great album. But literally everything after his verse on Earthquake, it just seems like everything he puts out is just a lot more like boring and a lot more like annoying. Then we move to Losses, talking about losing friends because of fame. It's fucking boring. Then we move to From Florida with Love. It's fucking boring. Then we move to Demons featuring Fivio Foreign and Sosa Geek. Flow, awful. No real meaning behind it. Orchestra beat is just a Meek Mill throwaway. And then we move to War. This is probably the best showing of Drake's flow on this mixtape, but literally no energy was delivered on this track, and not a good closer for this mixtape either. Like, I don't know what it is about Drake. It just seems like he always puts out these very lackluster projects, and they just seem to go viral every single time, and I just cannot understand why. The final thoughts on this album. It's boring as fuck. Not any kind of substance to any of these songs. Like, the features did not help any of the songs. Maybe the only ones that could actually help were the melodies of Young Thug. Or maybe the melodies of Young Thug or Playboi Carti's random ass feature. Like, there's really no reason for this album to exist. And if this is supposed to be a warm-up to his next album, which is coming out later this year, I am very disappointed to say that I would not be enjoying that album. I would probably say I'm going to be giving this album a solid 2 out of 10. It would be a 1, but if it wasn't for Playboi Carti and Young Thug, this album would have just fucking went in the toilet. See, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I definitely didn't. I would definitely say that there's a lot more to it. By the way, if you don't know, I have a Spotify playlist that you can listen to that are some of the albums that I plan to review. If you guys want to hear me review some different albums, just let me know. Leave a comment down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you all later.